problems. And when emotional reactions, become bigger than the moment, become bigger than the little statement that somebody makes, is a pointer that the past still lives. What a joy to have you join us again today. God is good. I will welcome you to Pilgrimpattern channel, where we discuss relationship, marriage, family, and home, because we believe that a good home is possible.
Some homes look so peaceful from the outside, but when you get close by, when you get inside, you see that their past still lives with them. The past hurts, the past misunderstanding, past pain, past wound, unresolved conflicts, and issues that affect them negatively still lives in their home. Not even when they want to move forward, even when they are making efforts to move forward, to make the home work, something still drags them back to a pain, to a wound that was not resolved properly. So in today's discussion, I want to look at when your past, negative past, still lives in your home, and how do we heal from these negative experiences.
Yeah, it is important as we focus on when the past still lives with you. The intention of God is that your home inside should look better than outside, not the other way around. And nobody enjoys the present while carrying the past on his shoulders. You see couples who intentionally, I use the word intentionally, they are trying, they are making effort. You could see they are making effort to move on, but something keeps coming up. Something keeps coming up. Every little conversation will generate unexpected reaction. Any little discussion, maybe around money, around entertaining visitors, around talking to a friend, around time, around sex, will always generate the kind of reaction, and you are asking, is it this little thing we are talking about that is generating this kind of problem? It is a sign that there is a past that is living in that home. Yes.
And one of the biggest wrong notions or misconception about healing is that once a person forgives, he should forget about the matter. And that an issue, once you say I have forgiven you, should just disappear. But research has shown that emotional wounds, especially when it comes from someone so dear to you, does not go away like that. It does not go away like when you study mathematics. It
doesn't fizzle out.
It doesn't just go. It takes time to heal. It takes effort to heal. And also, because you did not have dementia or loss of memory or loss of, your brain was not resetted. So we shouldn't expect that things that we went through, things that hurt us really, things that was a big trauma to us, because we have reconciled, should just be buried. We should know that it takes process, it takes effort, it takes intentionality. Both from my part, maybe if you are the one that is hurt or the one that is causing the hurt, it takes time to rebuild the trust, to rebuild the safety, to the point that the person still feels again. Also, research shows that when somebody is hot, maybe just listening, if anything that hot, maybe hot water, when next you see hot water, your brain tries to prevent it from happening again. It's in everything. When a person hurts,
there is caution in your emotion.
Your brain builds protection, builds caution around that. And until you train and retrain your brain and yourself to be safe again around that thing, that is when healing has actually taken place.
And this is not about denial. It's not about pretense. It's not about feeling that, hey, everything is okay. It's not about blaming, no, he should have healed or she should have healed. I thought we talked about it the other day. No, it's about being sincere that what is happening in our home is not ordinary, and there's something needs to be done about it. Because whenever the present and the past, whenever they meet, it is either the present consumes the past or the past consumes the present. So how do you know that the negative past is still living in your present home? How do you know that? And the first thing I want to talk about is when old issues, continue to resurface at the point of every discussion. During every little discussion, not even an argument. What happened the first day you met? What happened the first day you visited? What happened with the first money? What happens with relationship with opposite sex? What happened very long time ago? You begin to resurface. Every little discussion reference will always be made to what happened in the past. It is a sign that the past still lives in your present. The second thing is emotional reaction. When it feels bigger, when the emotional reaction feels bigger than the issue at hand, feels bigger than the moment. You're just discussing just a little, can you give me 10 naira? Can you give me 5 naira? And it triggers off a reaction. The other day, you're asking me to give you money, and it leads to one thing that will end up creating, problems. And when emotional reactions, become bigger than the moment, become bigger than the little statement that somebody makes, is a pointer that the past still lives in that home. When the trust feels fragile, when the trust, I don't trust you because this was the same thing you did with the other person. This is the same thing. Even when your partner is saying, trust me over there, how can I trust you? Your mind will start running to the disappointment that happened 10 years ago, that happened 5 years ago, that happened 2 years ago. It is a sign that the past still lives in your present. And when you are being over careful, over cautious to trust, to open up, there are couples who still find it difficult to open up to their partners. You see, I'm careful to discuss certain things about myself, about my finances, about my relationship, about my life, because you are still restraining yourself over what happened, in the past. Unhealed pains, they speak through reaction.
They don't disappear.
Yes, they speak through reaction. When pain is not healed, when past is not addressed, when the past is present, it expresses itself through reaction. So when you begin to see certain reactions, we call it overreactions over little issues, is a sign that the past still lives in your present.
Especially some of us, we were told, just forgive, just let it go. Don't just mention it again. Just move away from that. All these things you actually did, but it still draws you back because it was buried, it was not handled, and it keeps coming back. It keeps your courage. It keeps sabotaging even your good intentions. It is not. I want us to come to a point that we recognize that these things are there. These things are real. So today I want us to come to a point where we look at our lives. Are there things that still push you back? That when you remember it about your spouse,
it messes up the present moment.
That even good moments, good present moments are messed up by something that happened in the past. Why allow it to continue? Why not bring it and let's kill it and bury it together?
And that's why we want to look at practical ways we can handle the past and take it off our present. Because as long as the past lives in your present, you will not enjoy your now. You will not enjoy the present. The present moment is so priceless, it's so precious that you must not lose it just because of what happened in the past. Then how do we practically let go of the negative past? And I want to talk about identifying and recognizing it. Knowing that something happened. Identify it. Trace it to the root as a couple, and with humility bring it up. Don't just wave it away. Don't just assume it happened 5 years ago, very many months ago, and you think it has ended. Always be sure. It is very important. Identify what is making the present being messed up. Identify why you cannot have discussion without it leading to something bad. Identify why anytime you mention certain things in your marriage, you mention friends, you mention sex, you mention money, you mention family, you mention future, you mention career, you mention children, you mention love, whatever it is, it triggers off a very serious and unexpected reaction. Find out today, look into your home, ask your spouse, have this honest conversation two of you and say, I discovered that each time, because there are stories where people are having serious issues regarding sex. And it wasn't as a result of what just happened. It was as a result of what happened, maybe because your wife was raped, or your husband, was molested by somebody and has kept it to himself. And whenever sex is mentioned, he or she is skeptical about it. Maybe it may be as a result of somebody that you lived with in the house, or whatever happened, it's affecting your finances. Anytime money is mentioned, your mind will go to what identify it that, hey, there is something in the past that is draining the joy and is draining the benefit and the blessing of the present. So the first thing is identify it. Do everything within your powers to identify it and acknowledge it and then discuss it.
Okay, and to create a safe space for both of you to pour out everything.
It's important.
Your heart, your hopes, your feelings, everything about it, without pretending, without defending, without pointing fingers, and without criticizing. Let it be like vent it out, open it up, let it go. Let it create such opportunity. I don't know who, and I want to suggest, be the person that will initiate that, create an opportunity.